First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Grounded to the right. Baez has it. A spin and a throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Here's Ryan Braun now. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 0-1 delivery. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Gone in order are the Brewers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home. It's laid off, but in there for strike one. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning. Moving forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana, set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Santana in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he got him.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back to her.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Nope.
Missed with a slider.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
2 strikes.
The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikes. So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. Yelich will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs, 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll be the second out.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here. but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer that winds up foul for the second strike. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Third inning, no score to this point. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Cubs next. Lando Arcia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Liner towards second. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get a hit.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0. 2-0 now.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts. And he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And this will be fouled away. Arcia on at first, nobody out. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that's through for another base hit. They'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Addison Russell is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. in there, and it's even at 1. The 1-1. Runner goes for second. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for a hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Runner back safely. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now a throw over. Ready with the 2-0. 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. (3-0 pitch). Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia fields it cleanly. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0-1 the count. Bounced weakly near the plate. That winds up foul. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And the 2-out success will bring Kyle Schwarber to the plate this inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
And the runner back. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Kane will make the catch, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and ready for another chance. Lorenzo Kane, so far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground, a second for Baez. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Up next for Milwaukee, left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Darvish pauses. First pitch on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Ryan Braun now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Striding in once again, Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. At the knees, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a strike.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. VR is up with it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Chris Bryant. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Turned on down the line. And there's his first base hit in this one. Bryant blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third as he really got stuck out there, and the inning is over. So no runs here. Next for Milwaukee, Domingo Santana. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ moves over. 1 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. And it's fouled away. Oh, 2 to Travis Shaw. Here's Darvish on 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Popped him up. Contreras is under it, and that's the third out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. Yelich is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Addison Russell. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
1 run, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1.
And that one stayed up a little high. 1-0 count. Here it is. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
0.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Darvish pauses. Here's the delivery. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Rizzo waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
4-1. Two out, nobody on. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. The 2-0 home. Check swing grounder to the right side. Rizzo has it, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Thames leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Darvish a check on first, back in standing. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Missed with a breaking ball.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves one. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Boone Logan is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Santana moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. His previous meetings with Boone Logan, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Logan is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Yu Darvish. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there 1-0. The 1-0. Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Jason Hayward stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to the right side. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. In is Christian Yelich. The inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Line drive to center field. Happ is there, and he has it for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
First delivery to him on the way. The cutter runs outside, ball one. The 1-0 home is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's got himself into a good hitter's count.
And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are two away now.
Right fielder, Domingo.
Ready for another shot now. Domingo Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
The 0-1 delivery. Missed with a slider.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
To 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the end. Oliver Drake has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Fouled off. Drake, a 6'4" right-hander. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 home. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Rizzo leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. The relay. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Row. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. Lifted into center field. Kane is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Hard hit ball to short. Russell's got it. And there's one down now.
The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Digging in once again, Manny Pena. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Darvish pauses. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Contreras is after it, but he can't get it there in time. Pena is aboard after the strikeout. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Hit sharply on the ground. Russell has it. They'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Josh Hader enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. 1 away. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Fouled away. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Striding in once again, Yu Darvish. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santana on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down. Jesus Aguilar will be summoned to pinch hit here to start the bottom of the 9th. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. Pedro Strop takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Leading off in the bottom of the 9th.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long. In now is Lorenzo Cain. First pitch on its way. Late that time for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Hayward, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. To short. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out.
Now batting, left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Ready for another chance? Christian Yelich. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a first pitch chop foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Brewers down to their final strike.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Cubbies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Yu Darvish takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Chase Anderson is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Pedro Strop wraps it up for the save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.